You know, I've been doing this a very long time, and I have, over the course of the years, the decades, said this is a significant coin, this could be the most significant coin, all of these other things, and they've all been very important coins over the course of time. At the end of the day, this may well be one of the most significant numismatic events, literally, of my lifetime. It's the only time in my lifetime that this has happened. And here's what's happening. The United States Mint has announced that they're ending not just the Lincoln cent, they're ending the penny. There will be no more pennies. The Mint made the official announcement. We made our very last order of blanks. Once those blanks are gone, there will be no more pennies. They're not just changing the design of the Lincoln or anything like that. They are literally ending the penny. The cent. The last time the United States Mint ended a denomination was 1889. So like when I say once in a lifetime, I mean once in a lifetime. They ended the 3-cent nickel. They also ended the $1 gold and the $3 gold that same year, but that was the last time they ended a denomination, was in 1889. So ending a denomination is massive, particularly a denomination that kind of holds the interest of Americans for all these years. I mean, the United States Mint has made 1-cent coins continuously from 1794 until 2025. From 1794 until 2025, and so they're ending it. So what that has created is a significant issue because, of course, everybody wants the last penny ever made by the United States Mint. And given the fact that it's a 1 cent, it's 1 penny, buying a roll is relatively a reasonable price. And so while they make a fair number of these, when people are collecting them 100 or 200 or 300 at a time, all of a sudden there's simply not enough coins to go around, and that is exactly what's happening with these. I've heard people say, I'll just go to the bank and get them. Go to your bank. They've already had 1,000 people come ask them for 2025 pennies. And they will give you pennies, rolls of pennies, they won't be 2025s. If you can't get them, get as many as they'll give you. You can sell the rest for this kind of price. These are the prices that they go, because they're not just the pennies. They come like this. This is an original bank. This is a bank box of 50 rolls right here. Every one of them, if we go in here, look at this. Gem Brilliant Uncirculated 50 Philadelphia minted coins and 50 Denver minted coins. Like I said, in the bank rolls that you see right here, all Gem Brilliant Uncirculated, so you get 100 coins for $39.95. Look, I wish I could sell them to you for $9.95 for the 2 rolls, but I pay more than that. That's just the fact of the matter, because they are so difficult to get, particularly when you get these original bank boxes. And it's not that the banks have them. They get taken out of circulation before they get to the banks, is what the problem is, and then they're bringing massive premiums. I've seen people trying to get $50 for just the Denver minted roll. Denver minted roll is a little more difficult to get. Even if you could get them at your bank, you're either going to get a Denver roll or a Philadelphia roll. You're not going to get both. So this end of an era, end of a denomination, probably the single most mass numismatic event. In other words, you're seeing this in lots of places that aren't just coin news, if you will. I mean, you're seeing these on national broadcasts and on all the big news programs. And when they actually make that last one, they've ordered that last order of blanks. When they actually send the last one out, it's going to be pandemonium, folks. It's going to be absolute pandemonium. Get yours now. So here's what we've got. Pretty simple operation is what we have here for you to get. So you can get 1 roll of each, 50 Gem Brilliant Uncirculated coins from the Philadelphia Mint, 50 Gem Brilliant Uncirculated coins from the Denver Mint for $39.95. Or you can get, if you see the item number down there at the bottom, 3 rolls of the Philadelphia Mint and 3 rolls of the Denver Mint that you see right there for $100. So basically $33.33 per pair. okay, per pair. I've seen them out there, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90 a pair. And understand, if you follow the market like I do, if anything, they are getting far more difficult and far more expensive to get. Because what's happened now is, people have really started to kind of wrap their heads around the fact that there'll be no more 1-cent coins. Now, when it first came out, President Trump just came out and said, we're going to end the penny. And it's like, everybody's like, okay, well, that takes an act of Congress. It's all kinds of this. You can't really necessarily. Well, Congress has now put the law in front of Congress. Bipartisan support. It's going to pass. Because the reason, and look, I've advocated for this for 15 or 20 years probably. Understand, to make a penny costs like 4 cents. So, we literally lose tens of millions of dollars a year, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars a year, just making pennies. Just making pennies. And that costs us, as numismatists, a lot of people don't know this, the United States Mint can't work at a deficit. They must make a profit. And that includes all the pennies that they make for 4 cents a piece. That extra money that they need for that gets tacked onto all the numismatic products that we buy, like silver eagles and everything else. That's why those are so incredibly expensive, because they're spending all this money making pennies. And so they said they're going to end it. Like I said, there's actually laws in front of Congress right now. Those will get passed. They're bipartisan. So this is it for not just the Lincoln cent, but for the cent in general. That is a massive numismatic event. It is a massive cultural event. For how many years has it been? Take a penny, leave a penny. It's just the way that it's been. And then, of course, many of the old cents, pre-1982, when they were copper, those all got melted down. And so understand, everything penny related has become increasingly, significantly more difficult to get out there. And so to be able to get these that are guaranteed original bank wrapped rolls out of original bank boxes, and we call them bank boxes, we didn't get them at the bank, because they, like I said, they get out of the circulation, they get out of there long before they ever get to the banks. That they go this, it's just that we just call these bank boxes, and you can kind of see in there, they're nice gem brilliant. So we obviously check yours, and then of course we put these nice little labels on there that explain to you which one's the Philadelphia, which one's the Denver Mint. And so that is your opportunity to own this incredible piece of not only numismatic history, like I said, the first time they've ended a denomination since 1889, but also this cultural event, that there will be no more cents. We always call them pennies, which is really interesting, because that's what they are in England. In England, they're pennies. They've always been pennies. Half pennies, pennies, that's what they've always been there. So when the United States Congress did this for the first time in 1794, they specifically made them cents, 100 to $1. And that's why they're a cent is 100th of a dollar, is what it comes down to. So these are cents which are uniquely American, uniquely American in many respects, with that, particularly uniquely North American. When you have the cents with this. So the cent is ending. Like I said, the United States Mint has made this uninterrupted from 1794 until today. Well, today, this year, 2025, it ends. And these are the last of the cents, the last of the cents that have been made, that are going to be made by the United States Mint. You get 50 gem brilliant uncirculated, there's 50 in a roll, gem brilliant uncirculated Philadelphia mints, 50 gem brilliant uncirculated Denver mints for only $39.95. Or, of course, our most popular option, and they're these are incredibly difficult to get. I can't guarantee these prices unless you call in right now. You get 3 of each, 300 coins total down there. So 3 roll pairs for $100, $33 per roll pair. Get yours, cement your legacy. Get them for your kids, your grandkids, nieces, nephews. Put them away. This is the ending of an incredible piece of American history, an incredible piece of Americana. Like I said, the cent is ending, and this is your chance to get the last of them.